When we got our own model results, we were a little bit surprised. Then we thought about it. Hey, this might be just like 2023, strong hurricane season overall. This year, we expect something similar, even though we're going to have a super El Nino on the Pacific side.
That's Shubin Zhang, professor of atmospheric science at the University of Arizona. Bear down. I talked to him yesterday, and we talked about how a super El Nino event is looking increasingly likely this year. And they're thinking at the University of Arizona in terms of how many hurricanes we're going to see. If it shapes out, it could have a massive effect on hurricane season. This is the time of year, Michael, when long-range hurricane forecasts are coming out. We know the Colorado State University one came out last week, and they are predicting that the activity is going to be slightly below average. But what was interesting about the University of Arizona's study is that they think it's going to be an above average year.
Yeah, and they're thinking that basically because of this right here, this SST, it means sea surface temperatures in the Atlantic among the highest out of their forecast models. So basically what they're saying is, according to their forecast, they're looking at the sea surface temperatures. You throw a bunch of thermometers in, the Gulf of America, the Caribbean Sea, and the Atlantic, and they're saying, we're expecting that to be, record setting, and that's fuel that hurricanes can use that could supersede the effects of El Nino.
Yeah, and a super El Nino at that, which typically tends to suppress hurricane activity. So you go back to 2020 and you can look at what each of these universities were projecting for hurricanes. And in fact, the University of Arizona, they have done a pretty good job, even outperforming Colorado State, even though Colorado State is seen as the gold standard for hurricane forecasts. But 2023 is one of the years that you heard that professor, he mentioned as a year where it was an El Nino, and in fact the sea surface temperatures were well above average, so that superseded the impacts of El Nino.
And it was wild too, because the thing is in 2023, that's really the benchmark year that we're using. Arizona forecasted 19 named storms. Meanwhile, CSU forecasted 13 because of El Nino, much like what we're seeing right now. You know how many we had? 20. So your alma mater, basically they nailed it on the head.
Yeah, pretty much a spot on. Here's a few of the takeaways. So they both mentioned that El Nino is going to be a major player. We talked about that. But the CSU forecast, they're calling that those Atlantic sea surface temperatures not going to offset the impacts of El Nino. Then Arizona is saying, hey, wait a minute. These sea surface temperatures are warm enough to offset those El Nino impacts.
Yeah, okay, Melanie, I'm going to kind of throw this out here. I'm curious, what does Melanie's long-term forecast look like? What are you thinking? Where are you kind of leaning, if you have?
You know what? I'm partial to that University of Arizona forecast coming from there with my journalism undergraduate. But you can't discount Colorado State University. As I mentioned, they're the gold standard.
Absolutely. No, I totally know what you mean. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens. But again, you look at, what do we look for? Strong El Nino. We look for hostile winds. These are signals and signs that we look for in our forecast models. And of course, the cooler temperatures. Do we see an increase in that? Do we see a decrease in that? And that's really what these forecasts are based on and what we're looking for.
Yeah, and typically in an El Nino year, this is what you get. You have those warmer waters in the equatorial Pacific. So we're looking at water temperatures to be about 2 degrees above Celsius or higher in the specific spot that they watch. So those warmer temperatures lead to increasing air, and that eventually impacts the Atlantic basin as well. So you get some of these hostile upper level winds that can just shear apart the thunderstorms from developing, and then you can't get those hurricanes to continue to develop. Historically, yes. And that's what CSU is really leaning into. They're saying, listen, we're talking about a super strong El Nino in the Pacific, which would, again, lead to fewer hurricanes. You can see it right there in the Atlantic basin. Meanwhile, all that heat in the Pacific does mean more hurricanes in the Pacific Ocean, not so much in the Atlantic. Again, we are still, 50 days or just around 50 days away from the start of hurricane season. A lot can change, but there's just a lot that meteorologists like to geek out at and look into. It gets you thinking, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
It gets the wheels rolling in your brain.